This client used a hack to increase their take-home pay by over $2,000 a month. And I thought everyone knew about this, but we spoke about it. They didn't. They were blown away. So I thought I'd share this one so you can take advantage. Basically, this revolves around the fact that if you've got tax deductions that are substantial, you don't have to actually wait to do your tax return to get the tax back. Now, this client had a really strong income and he had two really large tax deductions, one for an investment property and another one for a combination of agent and coaching fees. Now, he'd been doing what most people do and just paying for the expenses as you do, doing the tax return at the end of the year and getting a really chunky refund. But he just started a family and just bought this investment property, and so cash flow wasn't as strong as it had been. And when we started chatting, we were keen to pump that up to give him more free cash to save and invest. Also, he was keen to take advantage of what was going on in the share market and get more money in while markets were wobbly. So in the first chat that I had with him, I spoke about the fact that it's possible to do a formal tax adjustment. Now, for this, you're going to need the help of an accountant, but basically, if you've got legit, and it has to be legit, tax deductions that are significant and predictable throughout the year, you can simply get a note from your accountant that says how much those are. You tell your employer and they basically they reduce your take-home pay and take a lower amount of tax out of your pay so that your take-home pay ends up being higher. For example, if your income was $100,000 and you knew you had $20,000 of tax deductions, you get the letter from the accountant, you tell the employer, and they would just tax you as if your income was $80,000. That means that the amount of tax that you pay each pay is going to go down and your take-home pay is going to go up as a result. Now, it does mean that you're not going to get as big a tax refund at tax time, but on the flip side, you're going to get more in your pay every single month that you can use straight away without having to wait to the end of the financial year. Now, I'll just say that I can hear the cogs turning here, and these deductions do need to be legitimate. That's why an accountant needs to be involved. They're not going to sign off on it just because you make this stuff up. You probably don't want to do that because you don't want to end up with the bill after you do submit your legit tax return anyway. But look, if this is you, then it's a great way to increase your take-home pay and free up some cash flow that you can use to save and invest.